Good day, everyone. This is Ma'am Reza, and for today's session, we're going to talk about economics. Rolling Stones once said that you cannot always get what you want. Sa madaling salita, hindi lahat ng gusto mo ay iyong makukuha. Like for example, gusto kong uminom ng milk tea ngayon, at saka ang sarap din kumain ng burger, prutas, at saka fries at the same time. But unfortunately, I have only 50 pesos in my pocket. So, it is clear, given this limited financial resources, hindi ko makukuha yung gusto kong milk tea, hindi ko rin makikain na yung burger nga gusto ko, fries at saka prutas ng sabay-sabay. On this, I have to make a choice. Kung milk tea yung pipiliin ko, kung makikita natin sa mga stores, yung price ng milk tea ranges from 60 pesos up to almost 100 pesos. So, 50 pesos lang yung pera ko. Hindi ako makakabili ng milk tea. Pwede rin makabili rin ako ng apple, no? Which is 10 pesos. So, pwede burger at saka yung apple. Pero hindi ko mabibili yung milk tea at saka fries. Or pwede rin, bibili ako ng burger at saka yung fries sa may bangketa na tag 10 pesos o tag 15 pesos. Pwede ganon. So, given that options or choices and my limited budget or financial resources, which is 50 pesos, I have to make a decision kung ano ba ang makapa-satisfy or makaka-maximize ng satisfaction ko. And that is how economics works. Don't you know, class, that economics came from the Greek word oikonomia, which means management of the household. Kung makikita natin sa ating household, meron tayong mga household members. Meron tayo, if you are staying with your family, you have your siblings. Your sister ba, your kuya ba, or your bunso, or yung kapatid mo. You have also your mother or father. Or some of you is nakikita na lang sa kanilang guardian, no? At yung guardian nila is meron ding sariling pamilya. Or if you already settled down with someone, or may ka-live-in ka na, meron kang partner mo, live-in partner mo, or else meron kayong anak, no? So, in the household, or in the house, meron tayong tinatawag na household members. And each household member may kanya-kanyang wants. So, for example, yung nanay mo, gusto siya makabili ng mga fried chicken. Or yung tatay mo, gusto niya unlimited rice. Or yung kapatid mo, gusto niya cellphone. Or yung bunso mo, gusto niya computer. But if you will see the family income, sa tingin mo enough ba to sustain wants sa each household member? And take note, meron pa kayong bills na babayaran like electricity or kuryente, tubig, that is very basic. Or kung nagre-renta kayo, babayad pa kayo sa rent. Meron pang pambaon ni junior or pambaon ng mga kapatid mo or pambaon mo. At meron pang school na kailangan babayaran. So, see, given the wants na nasa households and the limited resources, for example, the family income, you need to manage your resources to maximize the satisfaction of the households. At dyan, papasok si economics. So, given those scenarios, we are talking about limited resources and unlimited human wants. Alam mo, ang tawag sa phenomena na yun ay scarcity. Given this limited resources, you need to satisfy the unlimited human needs and wants. So, kaya nga, si scarcity is the central economic problem or main economic problem. So, lahat ng mga bansa or nations, whether you are rich country or poor country, makakaranas ng scarcity. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng nasa rich nations is meron silang enough na natural resources. O meron silang capital at saka yung skills. Pero, kulang naman sa mga natural resources. Meron din namang mga bansa na abundant in natural resources and also labor, pero wala silang capital like machineries or tools and equipments. So that is why meron tayong tinatawag na scarcity. At yan ang main concern ng economics. Okay. So, economics has been defined in many ways. Others said that the economics is the study of allocating resources to satisfy human wants. This is also a study of production, consumption, and distribution of human activities. Also, others would say that economics study on how to deal with scarcity, yung sinabi ko kanina. Others would say that economics is the study of making choices in using scarce resources to maximize satisfaction. And others would say that economics is the study of ordinary human business life. Bakit ordinary human business life? Because we encounter business transactions. So, given the various definitions of economics, in general, economics is a social study that deals with the allocation of scarce resources, which has an alternative uses to produce and distribute goods and services in order to satisfy unlimited human wants. As a human being, we have unlimited human wants. But the problem is we have only limited resources. And given this situation, we need to make important choice or decision to maximize our satisfaction. Thus, this is why economics is important. So first, let's talk about the businesses. This course can help them to predict or forecast the future of their business. They will be guided on how to make the optimal decision given an array to follow by using economic theories and tools. Businessmen can analyze the impact or effect of a certain economic phenomenon on the business and the economy as a whole. Also, economics is very important to ordinary people. Economics can help them realize that management of their resources such as budget, savings, and investments are an important part of their daily life. They should be able to understand and apply economic theories in their day-to-day activities and making choices and decisions. Having knowledge in economics will make them understand and appreciate the flow of the economy. People can draw insights to the problems of growth, development, inflation, and unemployment. Also, economics is very important to the government and also to the policymakers. Studying economics can guide them in policy formulation and evaluation, especially on policies related to trade, taxation, poverty, prices, interest, rate, foreign debt, and other economic concerns. Through this policy, administrators and implementers can give them objectively achieve their goals of these policies by having a knowledge or an understanding about economics. So, kung kayo gusto nyo maging policy maker or government administrators in the future, magagamit nyo ang economics in doing decisions or in making decision for your country or even for your local government that can also affect the lives in the society. Now, let's proceed to the division of economics. Economics can be divided into two main branches. We have the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. So, ano bang pinagkakaiba ng microeconomics at saka macroeconomics? So, I know you've been thinking already na kapag sinabing micro, maliit. Kapag sinabing macro, malaki. no? So, ang microeconomics, it is the study, no, under economics, no, that deals with the behavior of individual units. Sino-sino tong mga individual units? No, in the economy, we have the firms, the industry, and the market. This concerns the determination of the market price of a specific good or how much output firm should produce to maximize profit and what is the best combination of inputs to be employed and the like. On the other hand, macroeconomics deals with the study of the economy as a whole. Kaya, part ng issues na tinatakol ng macroeconomics are unemployment, inflation, exchange rate, economic growth, development, for the whole economy, mga gross national product, gross domestic product, at iba pa. Yun yung fino-focus ng macroeconomics. So, parang aggregate na siya as a whole. So now, let's proceed to the circular flow of transactions or the simple economy model. Here, in the simple economy model, let's assume that there are two sectors. We have the households and the business sector. So here, the household will provide the factors of production to business sectors. And these factors of productions are the land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship skills. So these are the factors of production. In return, no, si business sector ay magbabayad kay household in the form of wage for labor, rent for land, interest for capital, and profit for the entrepreneurship skills. Okay? So, ang tawag sa transaction na ito is what we call the factor market. Why is it factor market? Because it involves these four factors of production, which are the land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship skills. Okay? So, gagamitin ito ni business sectors in order to produce goods and services para ikukonsume ni households. And these goods and services will be used as for the consumption, no, expenditure na mapupunta kay business sector. So, consumption, expenditure. Which, in return, magiging income siya para kay business sector. So, here, ang tawag naman sa market na ito is ang final goods market. Kasi ang minamarket mo dito is yung final goods and services. If you look into it closer, no, this is the circular flow of transaction or the simple economy model. Sa model na ito, merong concept, no, of give and take between kay household at saka kay business sector. Now, let's proceed to basic economic concepts. When we say model, yung kanina na pinapakita ko is an example of model. Model refers to a tool used by economists to explain economic phenomena. Just like in my example kanina, in-explain ko yung circular flow of transactions. between the household and the business sector. Model uses assumptions to simplify reality, and these are made which deduces how people behave. So, kanina sa example ko about simple economy model, nakikita nyo how household and business sector transacts with each other. So, another basic concept is theory. Theory is an explanation of why things are as they are, kung bakit nangyayari ang lahat ng bagay. This can be used to explain the cause and effect relationship of phenomena. This can be also used as basis to predict a certain phenomenon. So another basic concept is the hypothesis. So this is a conjuncture or proposition that is subjected to empirical verification. So, sa hypothesis, kailangan mo siya ma-verify kung totoo ba yung hypothesis na yun o hindi. For example, there is a significant relationship between income and consumer behavior. So, yan yung hypothesis mo. And using empirical evidences, you have, or using your data, you have to verify that hypothesis. So, for example, lumabas sa data mo using a statistical tool na significant nga yung relationship ng income at saka consumer behavior. So, on this, you may conclude that this hypothesis is true. Right? So, yun ang hypothesis. Another basic concept is the economic efficiency. Economic efficiency is experienced when firms are able to reduce the per unit cost of producing the output. In simple terms, the firm maximizes the output at lowest possible cost. Mangyayari ang economic efficiency kung marami kang na-produce na good, no? Or marami kang na-maximize mo yung production, given na low lang yung inputs na nagamit mo or low lang yung cost na yung na-incur. Another basic economic concepts, no, are goods. So, pag sinabi natin goods, yun yung mga bagay na nakukonsume natin or yun yung mga wants natin, no? So, the goods can be divided into tangible and intangible things that can satisfy human wants. So, example ng mga goods are food, shelter, at saka services. Kapag sinabi natin tangible goods, yun yung mga goods na nahahawakan natin. Like mga food products, yung mga clothes, yun, nakikita natin at saka nahahawakan natin. However, meron tayong tinatawag na intangible goods. When we say intangible goods, yun yung mga goods na hindi natin nahahawakan. Pero sometimes nakikita natin, or sometimes nafe-feel natin, or nakukuha natin. No? But hindi natin nahahawakan. For example, professional services or teaching professional services, no? Yung knowledge hindi from your teacher, hindi mo yan nahahawakan. So that is considered, the knowledge from your teacher, from his or her teaching services, is considered as intangible goods. Kailangan natin malalaman that there are different classifications of goods, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na free goods. When we say free goods, these are the goods that are abundant and can be acquired at zero price. So, ano yung mga goods na na-acquire natin at zero price? For example, air. Nakakalanghap ka ng hangin for free, oxygen. Right? Another is we have economic goods. No? These are goods that are scarce or limited and can be possessed at a price. For example, yung mga nakikita natin na mga raw materials, no? Kapag bibili tayo ng raw materials, may bayad. Mabibigyan natin ng price yung isang bagay kapag limited lang siya. Another is the final goods or the finished products, which are those that are ready for final consumption. So, lahat ng mga ready for final consumption are considered as final goods. Then another, we have intermediate goods or semi-finished products, which are those used for further production of a good into finished product. No? So, intermediate goods. For example, yung raw materials. Or another is ingredients. For example, yung final product mo is mango float. So, ano yung intermediate goods dyan? Meron tayong mangga, sugar, yung grahams. Those are what we call intermediate goods. So, take note that both goods and services are considered as products. Products are the output produced with the use of resources, and resources are referred to as factors of production, which are classified into land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship skills. When we say land, this refers to all natural resources, including land, and everything beneath and above it. So, lahat ng kinatatayuan natin, makukonsider natin as land. Labor, it refers to human resources. They are employees, professionals, and skilled workers. Capital, on the other hand, refers to the good that can be used for production. For example, we have tools, machineries, and equipment. And another is we have entrepreneurship skills. This refers to the knowledge on how to plan, organize, and manage production. These skills can be used to put together the other factors of production in order to produce goods and services. So, kanina, we are talking about the basic economics concepts. And dapat pagkatandaan niyo yun. Because in dealing with this course, we will engage those basic economic concepts. Why you should learn managerial economics? So, number one is managerial economics deals with the application of the economic concepts, theories, tools, and methodologies to solve practical problems in business for long-term planning decisions. Take note that in managerial economics, you are going to deal with the business cases or business situations wherein you apply those basic economic concepts, theories, tools, and methodologies in order to solve business problems. And also, managerial economics provides you knowledge about demand, production, cost, market, and several economic and environmental factors affecting the business. As you observe in our course syllabus, you will notice that most of the topics are related to business. And also, in managerial economics, it helps you in making choices and decisions based on the data analysis and forecasting. And also, it helps you how to manage resources efficiently in maximizing output. Take note that in economics, you have to manage resource, in an efficient way. And also, a business leader with a strong background on managerial economics will be in high demand for organization, desiring to stay financially viable in today's world's market. If you are interested about understanding the consumer behavior or how you will maximize your outputs, or what production you are going to, or how much outputs you are going to produce, or at what level of output you will maximize your profit, or how will you set your prices, or what pricing strategy are you going to use given a market structure, then you are in the right track. You have to gain enough knowledge about the managerial economics. So, technically, managerial economics is part of the microeconomics because we deal with the individual units. Like, for example, the consumers. You have to understand how consumer behave in the market. And producers, you have to understand how the producer behave in the market, because in the future, if you are going to be a manager in a certain firm or company, you are going to analyze the supply and also the demand. And another thing is the government, how government will affect the business environment, or how the government intervention will affect the market. So, this course really helps you to make decisions, no, given the limited resources of your company, and to satisfy your consumer wants and needs. So that is the beauty of managerial economics.